While we was hoping to come out of this bye week as healthy as possible, there's some new faces on the Chicago Bears injury report. Y'all know we gonna talk about it, break it all down, but you gotta hear the music first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, and I'm bringing you the latest on your Chicago Bears, man. If y'all tuned in and ready to rock, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. But man, hey, we going through the bye week. Now we coming out of the bye week. We getting ready to set to play a game Monday night versus the Washington Commanders and what we hope can be a get back game. But yeah, we know that the injury report is a big part of our week leading up to the game to see who's on, who's off. And yeah, my man's JaQuan Brisker has found himself on the injury report. As far as we know, Thursday he did not practice. I believe that the Chicago Bears did host practice yesterday on Wednesday, and a lot of the beat reporters that cover the practices for the Chicago Bears, they were reporting that a number of people were missing, and JaQuan Brisker's name was being mentioned in some of their tweets, and they were still waiting to see what the official injury report will look like on Thursday, which is today. And earlier we found out that JaQuan Brisker found himself on that injury report with a quad injury and did not practice at all. It just sucks. Now, that's not to say that he will not be ready for Monday's night's game, but it does suck when you have in your mind that he was gonna be available at least for practice this week leading up into this game, which is the first game coming out of the bye week. And I think that the Chicago Bears need to take advantage of the opportunity that's ahead of them, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Other names that are on the did not practice list of the injury report, you got Grady Jarrett still dealing with his knee. Cal Monangai ends up on the injury report now as well with a thigh injury, did not practice, and Darnell Wright still dealing with his elbow injury that he sustained a couple weeks ago. Now, the good news is, so we're going to leave that behind. Some of the good news is that Kyler Gordon was back at practice in a limited role. We had Jonah Jackson dealing with a rib in a limited role. Colston Loveland in his hip, limited. But really, really good news to see Austin Booker, full participant in practice, back from that knee injury that had him placed on IR. Then TJ Edwards, full go. Travis Homer, full go. And then Cairo Santos, right thigh, full go. Now, that's strange because if you look at the injury report, y'all, if y'all look it up, they got Kyle Monangai listed with a thigh injury, right? And then they more specific with Cairo Santos saying his right thigh. Okay, so is it both thighs for Kyle Monangai? What's going on with that? But it does suck a little bit not to have well, we don't know because we still got a couple more days of practice. You know what I'm saying? We still got Friday and we still have Saturday injury reports that will be released for the Chicago Bears so we can, properly track who's going to be available for us on Monday night, which is a huge game, in my opinion. Again, this is something that is shaping up to be a huge opportunity for the Chicago Bears, and I'm hoping that we can have as many guys back as possible. Obviously, injuries are a part of the game, so we still got to go out there and take care of business. But when you looking at the Chicago Bears schedule, this right here is a game that the Chicago Bears got to go out there and try their best to win. You know what I'm saying? And there's going to be some things that the Chicago Bears can take care of when it comes to the Washington Commanders, but there's also some things that the Commanders can take care of when they face the Chicago Bears. So it's going to come down to the game plan. It's going to come down to adjustment. It's going to come down to execution, and we'll see what happens. But that opportunity that I was talking about that's ahead of the Chicago Bears is one that we can't take for granted, but we can absolutely take advantage of if we can hit the ground rolling coming out of the bye week. We know that Ben Johnson said that, hey, the bye week is going to be an opportunity for us to regroup, understand our team a little bit more, and then we can push forward in the right direction, right? So when you look at Washington, and I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself, but I'm placing this out there because I want the Chicago Bears to understand that if you take this on a week to week basis and give yourself an opportunity to win, you can start stacking up some wins. It starts with the Washington Commanders, then you face the lowly New Orleans Saints. You face a struggling Baltimore team. We'll see what happens with that. The Cincinnati Bengals with newly acquired quarterback and Joe Flacco, and the New York Giants right now, who's beating up on the Eagles 13-3 early in a Thursday night game. It is early. The game is not over, but some opportunities right there for the Chicago Bears to take care of. So it does hurt a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think on the depth chart, if we looking at if JaQuan Brisker can't go, I think that we look at guys like I wonder if Elijah Hicks is still on this team. I haven't seen him in a while. Elijah Hicks is still on this team. And then you still got Jonathan Allen, who's a physical cornerback. So yeah, you still have Elijah Hicks, who came in and filled in the absence of JaQuan Brisker last season, who filled in nice. And you still have Jonathan Owens, who can come in and fill in as well. So we'll see. We just want to keep you all updated, and I'm going to just, play it closely and continue to follow. Again, these injury reports are a big part of our week, so we can know how healthy our team will be heading into games. So we just going to see what's to it, man. We just going to see what's to it. We ain't going to get too, into panic mode right now. I would say by Friday, if we don't see JaQuan Brisker out there, at least in a limited role, I will think the chances of him playing on Monday night will be slim. Very, very slim. I don't know. I have not seen anything out there that is saying that it's a severe injury. Maybe it's some tightness and they just trying to take some precautions to that. But we'll see, man. We'll see what's to it. And just like Mama Evie said, man, we sending positive vibes to the Chicago Bears for Monday night. Hell is y'all talking about, man? We need to get this. We need to get this. Josh said JaQuan probably gone after this season. Look, man, I can't even argue with you. It's a bit premature. I don't really want to talk about it right now because we got 13 games to go. I ain't gonna lie, Josh, but I mean, when you're talking real, you're talking real. I can't be mad at it. Like I said, I don't really want to discuss it right now because we don't know the severity of it, but I will imagine that a long injury history, yeah. But we'll talk about that at a later time. I'm hoping that he can get out there on the field and help this team out for sure. Andre Bryant in the building said if Travis gets offensive snaps before Rojo, that means he's an official bust. I mean, did you think that Rojo was gonna be he like a third or fourth round, be like a fourth round pick, right? I mean, those guys don't necessarily always pan out. Those chances are very slim to none. You know what I mean? So it's like, we'll see. Busy Rand, what up, though? My boy be locked in on NFL Central. What up, dog? He said, man, look, with our DBs, I'm only interested in the injury report, taking game day. I feel you on that. Guys have the type of ailments that can rule them out based on how warm-ups feel. You're right. And I think that's what this type of situation is, Busy, for sure. Simply because, though, it could be tightness, something like that. It ain't no terror or anything, at least right now, because they would have definitely ruled him out or placed him on IR to get him for a week so he can get healthy. So I think that I believe you, bro. I think that makes a lot of sense. Brandon in the builder said, do you think the Bears are going to sign another running back? I don't know. I think as we get closer to the NFL trade deadline, which is like November 3rd or 4th or something like that, it's like the first Monday in November or something like that. I think they're going to allow a little bit more time to see if Ben Johnson can get it going. I think they're going to allow a little bit more time. But if they do sign another one or trade for another one, I think it comes close or on the trade deadline date. So we'll see. I want to get Kyle Managa an opportunity, but now he's on the injury report. So it's like, we got to pick our poison. We'll see what happens, though. My man's Brandon said we need another edge. Hey, we going to see. I'm honestly thinking that they're waiting to get guys healthy to really get a full evaluation, because the expectation for Austin Booker for this season was he finna go off. We seen a hell of a preseason. Now we want to see if he can actually do it in a game, for sure. I'm with you, Raven. I can't wait to see Austin Booker as well, man. Let's go. That's one of the pass rushers that gonna go out there and do a number of moves, bro. He gonna go out there and put moves galore on somebody, and you gonna see that speed coming off the edge blaring. And hey, he might put some guys on notice. We'll see. Hey, man, look, I'm holding on as much as I can, busy. I'm holding on as much as I can, busy. My pops, he lost his hair when he was like 23, 24 years old. His hair started going bad. You know, I got a little slight, but I cut my own hair. Them damn barbers be trying to paint your whole hairline on. Nah, gang, I deal with what I got. I deal with what I got. You ain't about to paint shit on my head, bro. Hey, Scatterboot was selected before we drafted, Daniel. It is what it is, man. We just gotta accept it. It is what it is, bro. Shannon in the building, missing any time while he doing nothing is a bad look. Hey, Bobby, if we win on Monday, you think Poe should try and swing at an edge or a running back? If you win on Monday, shit. Hey, I'm just saying. If you win on Monday, it depends on how the win look. What if the win comes out and look like Montez Sweat, 1.5 sacks, and then you got J.D. Greer or Javon Dexter with a sack, and the run game starts to go on? I think there's going to have to be some patience with that to see if they can carry on for the next few weeks. I don't know. I think that's a job for a GM. Because I would have been pulled the trigger and traded somebody else. Not even lying. Not even lying. Hey, look, bro. It took a lot of F-ups for me to get this decent. I ain't gonna lie. And sometimes I still mess up. But hey, when I mess up, Shannon, I still be like, at least it's a free fuck up. At least it's a free fuck up. Hey, one time I paid a dude $40. This motherfucker painted my whole right side because he fucked my hair up. I'm like, hell no, nah, bro. You bogus. I ain't letting it go yet, dog. Hey, Cavo, I'm hanging on as long as I can. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. Now, if my shit start getting back here, I'm gonna just let it go. If my shit back here, it's just I'm gonna just let it rock. But right now, I got a little, I'm hanging on, bro. It ain't as clean as I was back when I was in high school, but it's still a little clean. Yeah. What day they saying Friday? Yeah, there's some 10s, but I keep them clean. You hear me? There's some 10s, but I keep them clean. Them ain't no 20s. Them some 10s, but I keep them clean. You hear me? Come on now. Hey, Abby, we gonna see what's happening. The other fellas, they'll say F the Cubs, man. Me, I'm not a baseball guy. So I say if the Sox win and go Sox, if the Cubs win and go Cubs. I'm a fraud in Chicago is what they call me. They say you have to pick a side. I say I don't give a damn because I don't watch baseball. Whoever winning and represent Chicago, hey, just make sure you do it well. That's it. For sure. God damn. $100? Shit. Haircuts went up to that. Shit. Kudos to you, Vengeance, for sure. But hey, man. But hey. He said, I've been shaving my head since I was 15. Do what you like with the hair. Hey, dog, that's it. That's it. I'm trying to see what's to it. I'm trying to see what's to it. I already beat my daddy. Shit, I won. He lost his hair 24-25. I won. I'm in my 30s. I'm good. But hey, man, I got a Bulls game to get back to, man, with the fellas over there. But hey, that is it for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in just for a brief second to get the latest on your Chicago Bears, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. If you want to call in and be a part of the mailbag episode, the number to do so is 242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And Hayes will be right there in the morning, ready to drop that daily episode. And unless Ryan Poles decides to pick up the phone and say, hey, we want to trade. But other than that, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Peace.